once again. This is Tailoring Made Professional, like you all know. This is actually the part 3 on how to draft and cut a palazzo pant. So this is the fully drafted palazzo pant. Don't forget, this is not a fitted trouser. It's a palazzo pant. It is not a fitted trouser like this one I'm wearing. No, it is a palazzo pant. The palazzo pant has to be free from the hip line downwards to the full length. You get? So that's why you don't need a full paper. You just need to connect this straight line from your hip line downwards and from your crouch downwards on your front and your back piece. So this is the full drafting of your front and back piece of a palazzo pant. So in this video, I'll be showing you how to cut your palazzo pant. Don't forget, this video is actually for beginners. Fine, it may look complicated though, it may look somehow hard, but if you practice it, trust me, you get used to it and you'll be able to do yours as well, just like I did mine. So what we'll be needing for this tutorial, we'll be needing our fabric. Yeah, this is actually a crepe material. So I'll be using black. Yeah. So a fabric, you don't need lining. You don't need lining. A fabric, I may still need this, but it's not really necessary when I'm cutting it. This, I'll be needing my straight ruler so as to connect this line down to the length of the trouser. So I'll be needing my hip hole. Yeah, I'll be needing my hip hole so it doesn't stress me when I'm actually trying to cut it out. I'll also be needing this. Don't forget, I'm just using the straight edge. I'm not using this curve. I'm using the straight edge to connect this back when I'm cutting, instead of using the straight ruler. And again, I'll be needing my scissors. Don't forget, I said 2 scissors. I mentioned 2 scissors. I will be needing 2 scissors because one is meant to be for the pattern and one is meant to be for the fabric. You can't use 1 scissors for your pattern and 1 scissors for your fabric, like one particular scissors for your pattern and fabric. No, it makes your scissors blunt, so you need to have separate scissors for them. So then we'll be needing a chalk too. Yeah, we'll be needing a chalk, and we'll be needing our pin. This is actually a pin. It's an office pin, so we'll be needing our pins to hold the fabric together when cutting, to avoid shifting. We won't be needing the tape. Yeah, we will not be needing the tape. So then let's get started. Let's remove this tape. Remove this tape from where it has been attached to. Remove it. See this eyebrow tape here. This eyebrow tape is always very good, very effective. One of my best tips. I love to use. So now let's cut. Don't forget, I said this is my fabric scissors and this is my pattern scissors. This my pattern scissors is not really sharp, yes, because it's blunt already. It cannot really cut a fabric raw. Okay, so I'll cut my pattern this way. Okay, let me just give it space then. Let me give it space. Then actually cut this one exactly. Follow the chalk. Follow the pencil. The pencil trace. Cut on the line. Follow the trace. We want to cut the back piece first. Yes, let's cut the back piece first. We'll cut the back piece first. What I did here, you can't do it here, because if you do it here, you have to cut the front piece away. No. So instead, you notch. Instead, you have to notch Don't forget, this is your back crouch. We are cutting the back pattern first. We are cutting the back piece first. So you notch the back. You notch it. You get, so it helps you fold it in well. You notch your back pattern well. Don't forget, if you find this video helpful, don't forget to like, subscribe, comment, and share this video so you don't miss our next classes. Don't forget, this is your front waist. This is your front waist here. This one is your back waist. This high waist here is your back waist. Don't forget, very important. So you notch this too. And as well cut this here instead of notching though. You just cut it out. So now let's fold it in. Please closely follow up. We are folding just the back crouch. Just the back. Don't forget, the back crouch is always longer than the front. It's always longer than the front crouch. There's no way your front crouch will exceed your back crouch. No. Your back crouch is always longer than your front crouch. So I've achieved my back crouch. Yeah? So let's fold the material now, the fabric, so we can cut. So you have to pin them to make it stable on the fabric. But before pinning, make sure your folded fabric, you don't fold in excess so it won't waste material. I'm using 1 inch for my joining. You understand? I'm using just 1 inch for my seam allowance. You see, 1 inch. It doesn't exceed that. 1 inch for my seam allowance. 1 inch for my seam allowance. I'm not using more than that. So let's continue. Let's bring out the measurements. This place will be ½ inch. In order not to stress myself, I will just come here and measure ½ inch. Yeah, so I'll connect it back later. This place will be 1 inch. Yeah, it will be 1 inch. So I'll come to my hip. It's exactly 1 inch. So let me just connect my hip line. So when drawing my hip curve, you get it will assist me. This one is also 1 inch. You see, this one is also 1 inch. So you drag it down. So let's come to our crouch length. You measure your 1 inch for your crouch. Here, measure your 1 inch as well. Come here, measure your 1 inch. This place too. Space here, your 1 inch. Okay, you try to connect them. Let me use this. Okay, so my hip curve, I'll connect it back to my hip line instead of just instead of just measuring 1 inch, 1 inch, 1 inch all the way to my hip. So let me just use my hip curve to make it easier for me. So don't forget we are still cutting the back piece. So after removing your pins from all edges, we want to cut the front pattern. Don't forget this is the back piece. Back piece. It's supposed to be in 2 pieces. This is the back piece. This is the rough side of the back. Then use 1 pin to hold it together, so you don't mix the front piece and the back piece. So this is for the back. So now let's cut the front. We'll work with our pattern first. Don't forget it's pattern drafting, so we'll work with our pattern first. Front piece. You notch to get your front piece. You need to notch. You notch your front waist. Don't forget this is your front waist. Up. You notch your front waist. You notch it. You notch your front waist. Notch your front waist. Now you notch every part that has to do with your front. You see, I labeled it front. So you notch everything that has to do with your front. Please don't get confused. If you have any question, drop it on the comment section and we'll give you a reply. Comment, share, and subscribe to this channel so you don't miss our other tutorials. So we'll keep you updated. And don't forget, we've not really started our main tutorials. This is actually a client pant. So I decided to show it briefly to you how to achieve this kind of palazzo pants. So now let's fold the front in. Every piece that has to do with the front, we have to fold in every piece that has to do with the front after notching. Okay, so this is our front piece. You see it's smaller. It's looking small. That's how it's supposed to look. It's looking small. Yeah. The back is always wider than the front because of the crotch area. So now let's cut. So this is actually my front piece. This is my front piece. I'll just measure my trouser length. Don't forget my trouser length is supposed to be 39.5, but I used 40 because I want it a kind of floor length. You get a bit. So 2 inches for my bending allowance while I connect the lines. I'll connect the lines. So I'll come here on my crouch, measure 1 inch. That's my seam allowance. Come here, measure 1 inch. Let me try to measure to get 12. So I measure 1 inch from here. Measure 1 inch from here. Okay. 1 inch for my seam allowance. So I'll come here for my crouch extension. I'll measure 1 inch. 1 inch. Okay, then you carefully connect. You carefully connect. Okay, don't forget this is actually the slant, so that's why it's like this. So now I'll be needing my hip cuff. I'll come right here and connect it to my hip. Connect this 1 inch on my waist to my hip line. So now let's cut. Don't forget this is my fabric scissors. So you carefully cut all through from your trouser length upwards to your waistline. So this is actually my front piece. I'll label my front piece, rough side. Front piece, rough side. So I'll remove all the pins. Remove all the pins attached to your pattern paper. Yeah. So we don't need this for now. We don't need the pattern for now, unless you're making a mistake. You can go back to your pattern to check where the mistake is coming from. So now you pick one of these pins, you attach it to the fabric to keep it together so it doesn't mix with that of the back. So this is my back piece and this is my front piece, 2 pieces each. That's 4 pieces. You understand? 2 pieces for the front and 2 pieces for the back. So we'll be needing to cut the band. The band is not so hard. You just come here, look for a straight piece, fold it into 2. My waist is 27 inches, so I'll fold it into 2, but I'll be adding 2 inches allowance. You get 2 inches, that will make it 29 for the zip allowance. Okay, so I'll be adding so I'll be cutting. The length of my band would be 29 inches and the wideness of my band would be 2.5. That's if it's not on fold, it will be 5 inches. Yes, but if it's on fold, it will be 2.5. 3 is too much. So this is my band here. You measure 2.5, you cut it out. Don't forget, once you cut it out, you add stay. You stay it, gum stay, you add it on it. You understand? And then you press, you iron this place by 1/2 inch, you iron the other side by 1/2 inch, so you can connect it to your trouser. Once you joined the trouser, and then you attach your zip. In my next tutorial, I'll be showing you how to sew, step by step way to sew these palazzo pants I've just cut. So see you in my next class. If you are finding this video helpful, please don't forget to like, to comment, to share and to subscribe so you don't miss our next class. Thank you.